Imagine biting into a warm, cheesy delight where layers of succulent ground beef blend flawlessly with aromatic herbs and spices, ensconced within tender bread cubes, all smothered in a duo of rich melted cheeses. This is the ultimate cheesy beef and bread delight casserole. We start with a pound of ground beef, which will lend a hearty base to our dish. Next, we have a finely chopped onion and 2 cloves of minced garlic, their flavors infusing the beef with a depth of savory goodness. Our herbs, a teaspoon each of dried oregano and basil, add a touch of Mediterranean warmth. Then we season with salt and pepper to taste, and add a can of crushed tomatoes for a tangy balance. Our bread base is a loaf of Italian bread, cubed and ready to soak up all the delicious flavors. Finally, we'll top it all off with 2 cups of shredded mozzarella and a cup of grated Parmesan, their creamy richness perfectly rounding off our casserole. And for a final touch, a sprinkle of fresh chopped parsley for garnish. With these wholesome ingredients, you will create a masterpiece that is sure to satisfy your comfort food cravings. Kick off the cooking process by browning the ground beef in a large skillet over medium-high heat. This initial step is pivotal to the flavor of our ultimate casserole, as it seals in the juices of the beef, giving it a rich, full-bodied flavor. Once the beef is browned, make sure to drain any excess fat. This step ensures that our casserole will not be overly greasy and keeps the focus on the star flavors. Next, we introduce the next set of players to the skillet, the finely chopped onion and minced garlic. Sauté these until the onion becomes translucent, a sign that they've softened and released their delicious aromas. The combination of onion and garlic serves as a flavor base that will echo throughout the casserole. Now let's infuse this beef mixture with more flavor. Season it with dried oregano and basil, and don't forget to add salt and pepper to taste. These herbs will give our casserole a touch of Italian flair. Stir everything well to ensure the flavors are evenly distributed. Our final step in preparing the beef mixture involves the crushed tomatoes. Pour them into the skillet and let the mixture simmer for about 10 minutes. This simmering process allows the beef to absorb the tangy sweetness of the tomatoes and melds all the flavors together, creating a rich and hearty filling for our casserole. With the simmering complete, your beef mixture is ready to take center stage in this casserole. It's now time to bring together all the elements of this dish in a harmonious culinary symphony. Let's start with that loaf of Italian bread you've cubed. Take half of these cubes and arrange them at the bottom of your greased baking dish. This will form the foundation of our casserole and soak up all the savory goodness of the ingredients above. Next comes our flavorful beef mixture. Using a spoon, evenly distribute half of this mixture over the bread cubes. The aroma of the beef, onions, garlic and herbs should already be making your kitchen smell like a cozy Italian restaurant. And what's an Italian-inspired dish without cheese? Over the beef layer, sprinkle half of the shredded mozzarella and Parmesan cheeses. The mozzarella will give us that gooey, stretchy cheese pull we all love, while the Parmesan adds a sharp, nutty flavor that perfectly complements the beef. Now let's repeat. Layer the remaining bread cubes, followed by the rest of the beef mixture. Top it all off with the remaining cheeses. And just like that, your casserole is assembled and ready for the oven. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, or 190 degrees Celsius. Slide your casserole dish into the oven and let it bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. You're looking for the cheese to become melted and bubbly, and the casserole to be heated all the way through. While the anticipation builds, you might want to prepare a fresh green salad or set the table. Maybe even pour yourself a glass of wine. You've earned it. When you pull the casserole out of the oven, the top should be a beautiful golden brown, and the aroma should be even more inviting than before. But before you dig in, garnish with some chopped fresh parsley. It adds a pop of color and a touch of freshness that rounds out the flavors beautifully. After a short wait, your ultimate cheesy beef and bread delight casserole is ready to be savored. Enjoy the fruits of your labor and the symphony of flavors you've created. Bon appétit! The finishing touch to this hearty dish is a sprinkle of fresh parsley. The vibrant green not only adds a pop of color, but also a refreshing contrast to the rich flavors. Now, it's time to serve. Cut into this hot, bubbly casserole and relish the melted cheese stretching with each slice. Ah, the joy of a homemade casserole. The hearty beef, the soft bread soaked in tomato goodness, and the cheesy layers all come together for an ultimate delight. With this ultimate cheesy beef and bread delight casserole, you have a dish that's sure to impress. Enjoy your delicious creation.